Support for this episode comes from T-Mobile. Experience the Home Run Derby like never before with the first-of-its-kind MLB AR app, brought to you by T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. T-Mobile and MLB partnered up to create an all-new augmented reality experience that brings advanced stats, 3D ball tracking, and more right into your living room. Download the MLB AR app for your Apple or Android devices today. Fastest according to OpenSignal Awards based on average speeds in USA 5G Experience Report April 2021. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
The following segment is from The Look Ahead on the SB Nation NFL Show, where we're discussing your favorite team. Subscribe to the SB Nation NFL Show to make sure you don't miss conversations like this one. Football is not really ruling the day right now. March belongs to college hoops and, of course, the March Madness NCAA tournament and the brackets and all of that. And this weekend is the Sweet 16. Many people will be watching it. So what you came up with, and I love this idea, is you have decided that today what we are going to do is we are going to pick the 16 teams from the NFL that from that pool will come the 2021 Super Bowl champion.
Our own true Sweet 16.
I'm going to stay in the AFC, and I'm going to take another team with a quarterback on a rookie deal, and that's the Cleveland Browns. And I hope the Browns fans hear this, because I have not picked the Cleveland Browns to do anything of any significance, maybe ever in my life. But they won 11 games last year. They are building the team the right way. I like the moves that they've made. I still think their offensive weapons are among the best in the league. And hopefully Odell can come back and actually stay healthy. I know people have this crazy idea that they're better without Odell. I'll never believe that. I just think that Baker is going to continue to develop. He's going to continue to get better. They have a coaching staff that puts him in positions to succeed. They use a lot of play action, which they should, because it makes it easier on your quarterback. Cleveland is tough. The defense is also very good still. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel really good putting the Browns in the 16 teams with a chance to win it all.
So they should certainly be in the group, in the Sweet 16. And I think the argument, not that you made an argument against Josh Allen, but the same conversation surrounds Baker Mayfield. Not that he balled out of his mind, but if there's regression there, what happens? And more specifically, you're right. I mean, the Browns are this team that is kind of, we want to run the ball. We want to utilize play action, which isn't is it modus operandi? Is that the term?
Yes.
I think it is. The modus operandi that most teams in the NFL use. So what if Nick Chubb, regresses? The Browns are kind of built in the Tennessee Titans mold. And so I know they have Kareem Hunt, but it's kind of I know Football Outsiders released the information about teams that were most and least impacted by injuries over the course of last season, and the Buccaneers were by far the least impacted. And so it's kind of it's not that was lightning in a bottle, but it's so difficult to emulate an exact specific recipe. And so in that sense, I don't think the Browns will win the Super Bowl, but we certainly have to cast them inside of our net.
And here's the thing with Baker. I could argue that when Baker doesn't have somebody that's totally over their skis as a head coach, he actually plays pretty well. I mean, Freddie Kitchens had no business being a head coach. Absolutely none. He had never even been a coordinator before. That was just not a recipe for success. You put Stefanski in there, and Baker had a really good year last year. I mean, he wasn't turning the ball over. He threw for almost 3,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That's a quarterback that you can definitely win with. And so I think that Baker's outlier year was the year with Freddie Kitchens, and the level of performance that we're going to get from him is what we saw last year going forward.
Do you think, this is not necessarily a question about the teams, are you ready to 100% say beyond a shadow of a doubt that Josh Allen is the best quarterback from the 2018 class?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I don't think it's particularly close either. I mean, Lamar is good, but Lamar has to succeed a certain way. I think Josh Allen, you could throw Josh Allen in any offense and he would be good.
So you're willing to say there's no way that Baker Mayfield outperforms Josh Allen over the rest of their careers? No disrespect to Lamar, but Baker is the only dude who we haven't seen this God mode season from yet. We've seen it from Lamar. We've seen it from Josh. Baker is the only one who kind of has that, I think, unearthed, and it is still possible. But I would still take Josh Allen myself.
Yeah, no, Baker could have a blow-up season, but Baker's not as athletic as Josh Allen. Like, Baker thinks he's athletic, but he can't run away from people. Josh Allen can and does, so I will give him the edge. So that's why I give him a slight edge, but I'm still high on the Browns. They're still in my Sweet 16. You can hear the rest of this conversation by subscribing to the SB Nation NFL show wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanks to T-Mobile for sponsoring this episode. Experience the T-Mobile Home Run Derby like never before with the first-of-its-kind MLB AR app, brought to you by T-Mobile. Track every single home run, analyze player performance, and get in-depth detail of every moment of the action, all in the app. You can even bring a 3D model of Coors Field right into your living room. Download the MLB AR app today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. T-Mobile account with 5G device required for some features. MLB marks used with permission.